Hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Studio Day Heffrey, where I'll be joined by Jesse Holley momentarily. But I just decided to go. I just decided to go. Thank you to all of you out there who helped me get an email that said I'd have 8 million views in the history of my YouTube. You guys are American heroes. I love you. This presentation is going to require me to find this. It's brought to you by my friends at Bet Online, your number one source for all your summer sports this season, from MLB, golf, NBA, and NHL playoff stats, all the latest stats, news, and scores available to follow your favorite teams. Get the latest odds and lines, including the latest team matchups, player props, and odds on just about every sport out there. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to get in on the action. Bet Online, where the game starts. KG's in the super chat out of the gate. Mr. Jeff, did you look up the plugin? I have not looked up an OBS plugin yet. Those are things that are later. Things that are later. But we do have cowboy things to get to. As somebody points out, something's fishy with Zeke, number 15, Jeff. LMAO. I told you guys they were going to come for your money. I want you to buy a new Zeke jersey. I don't want you to have the old Zeke jersey. They want you to buy the new Zeke jersey. And they're putting 94 on Marshawn Kneeland. Hype him up, too. They're trying to get y'all. I did want to... Has the Cavanaugh drop happened yet? No. Here we go. Cavanaugh! That thing's coming in a little hot, isn't it? Gilly was wearing a cowboy hat, though. That would be fun. 21 is available. We do have jersey numbers. I don't know if I'm a jersey number guy. I guess I do care a little bit. Because I saw Tyler Guyton's number, and I'm like, that's gross. That's a gross number. But we have Dak Prescott like real news, one or two things. So we have quarterback things to talk about. Shout out to Sean Sharif of 105.3 The Fan, who got real life Dak Prescott news on the status of the lawsuit against him. He shared a screenshot from Dak's attorney, Levi McCathern, that said, and I quote, I want to thank the Dallas Police Department and Dallas District Attorney's Office for their thorough investigation of the allegations against Dak Prosper. He had an autocorrect in there. As we knew they would, they found nothing in their extensive exploration of the facts that would support a criminal prosecution. We're confident at the end of law enforcement's investigation into the extortion case that they will find the accuser and her attorneys just as guilty as Dak is innocent. As I've said from the beginning, Dak is a great football player, but an even better human. He would never assault any woman. But these false accusations were brought up 7 years after the alleged events for one reason and one reason only, to line the pockets of the accuser and her attorneys. Their behavior is an affront to all the true survivors of sexual abuse. Fortunately for everyone involved, justice will prevail, and I believe a harsh punishment is coming for these extorters. That is Levi McCathern, Dak Prescott's attorney, sent that to Sean Sharif. And so what else are you going to say about sexual assault allegations other than, there you go, there's your news? Zeke's number 15. Is this Jeff's Cowboy channel or Jeff's Ham channel? This is Jeff's Cowboy channel. Now, I will drop in the comments if you want to follow. I've created another channel because this one has to stay true to being built on Cowboys and draft things. And if I want to get wild ass on here and you want to see Variety Jeff, youtube.com/@time4Jeffrey. Subscribe to that one. And if I decide to do a daily show that's like not Cowboy stuff, it'll be over there. But if I'm doing football and Cowboys, I'll be right here. youtube.com/Jeff Cavanaugh. So we said yesterday we would do a show at 7 o'clock tonight. I was talking to Jesse, but I didn't really talk to him throughout the day. And then I just sat down and fired this thing off. But I did email him a link. So if Jesse Holley shows up, he'll be here. If he doesn't, he won't. Do you guys want to hear some Cowboy jersey numbers? Trey Lance went from number 15 to number 19 so that Zeke could be number 15. I have a friend who used to play big league baseball, minor league and big league, Mike Bassick. He's a buddy of mine. And he would talk about when you got to spring training and you saw what your jersey number was, you kind of knew where you were. 19 is an ugly number. 19 for Trey Lance makes me think he can't play. And I'm joking. That's a bad number. I don't like 19. I don't like it at all. 15 is a cool number. 15 is a great number, even for Zeke, even for a running back. 15 is a cool number. 19 is not a cool number. I don't know what goes into a number being cool or not. It's just when I look at it, how do I feel? 19 is a bad number. We have Trey Lance news also, as they will be declining his fifth-year option, which we already knew, but I guess the date for saying something about it came or something like that. But they will decline Trey Lance's fifth-year option, which means this is Dak's final year of his contract. And he says they have gone back and forth with the Cowboys, blah, 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 blah. Trey Lance, they'll decline the fifth-year option. So it's his last year. It's Dak's last year. And you just have to wonder, did they just throw away a fourth-round pick? Like, what was the plan when they traded for Trey Lance? And when they did it, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all, because here's the thing. Quarterbacks are really important and valuable. And if you think there's a guy available that might be a good quarterback and it's a fourth-round pick, I go, okay. But as we're approaching the last year of his deal, now what? They're going to decide that Dak's the guy or not. Or let me rephrase. They're going to decide to give Dak all the money or not. And if they do, they're not going to give Trey Lance another contract. If they don't want to pay Dak, then I guess, Trey Lance would be budget friendly to give him a crack at it, but you're declining his fifth-year option. I don't know. What's that picture next to my name from Carrie? I don't know. You have a picture? Your name shows up in green because you're a member of the channel. That means that you're a devoted supporter of Jeff, which we appreciate. We love that. Yeah, Lance for a fourth is a steal, just like they thought Cooper for fifth was a deal. Is he ever gonna do anything? Like, Cooper Rush is still here. I thought maybe they would just cut Cooper Rush, save a couple $1 million, and at least have that fourth-round pick be your backup quarterback. But I don't know. If Dak pulls a hammy, which quarterback's going in? Last year was Cooper Rush. This year? I don't know. Other jersey number news. Trey Lance from 15 to 19. Bad number. Zeke Elliott, 15. Good number. Tyler Guyton, 60. Bad number. I don't know why, but I think it's a bad number. Is it because it's too round? Because like Tyron, when he wore 77, badass. Cool number. 60, not a good number. Is it because both numbers are kind of round? The 6 is wee, and then the 0 is a woo. I don't know. I don't know why, but it's a bad number. Marshawn Nealon, 94. 94 is a good number. Liu Fao, your new linebacker, 35. Decent number. Jalen Tolbert from 18 to 1. Good number. Damone Clark, 18. Good number. DeMarvion Overshown, 13. Okay number. Martavis Bryant, 84. Randy Moss made it cool, but I don't think it's cool anymore. I think we've lost it as a cool number. And there you go. How many of you guys are going to buy another Zeke jersey? How many of you guys are going to rock the 15? Hold on, Jesse's texting me. Yep, want to go now? I'm on now. Click the link, and I'll add you. All right, so what are you guys up to? What are you guys doing? Some of the stuff I think I want to talk about tonight is everybody's really down on the offseason, and I wonder if we can kind of talk around in a way that actually brings some optimism to what they've done. Drew's in the super chat. Please keep the content coming. I paused my boy Rogan so I could listen. Keep it going and stay hard. P.S. Woo Pig Suey. All right. I can get down with you, Mr. Arkansas man. Woo Pig Suey. I want to go through all the things that they needed to do this offseason. I want to go through what they actually did this offseason and see if I can sell you on any sort of optimistic viewpoint. And it may not be super optimistic, but just anything other than they didn't try very hard and they're not going to be good. I'm going to try to approach it from a different direction and see if we can come out of there feeling okay. I heard rumors the Cowboys were thinking about signing a vet wide receiver named Jeff Cavanaugh for a 1-year prove-it deal. I've been watching the tape. That would be a bad idea. I've got 2 torn rotator cuffs and a surgery on my right knee 9 times. It wouldn't work out for him. If they get an actual NFL defensive tackle for depth, I'm back in. That would be nice. That would be nice. Jeff, last chance to get in on this ticket of the boys going to the bowl, not win, just appear. Freak Jesus, Carrie. I'm going to let you go on your own on that one. I don't think that the Cowboys are going to go to the Super Bowl. Okay? I don't think that the Cowboys are going to go to the Super Bowl. Show would be fun, though. It show would be fun. I wish training camp was here because I really want to see what our draft picks are going to do. That is the beauty of NFL football, and it's why the NFL draft is my favorite thing ever, because like a lot of people out there, I am totally obsessed with projecting the unknown. It's my favorite thing. Every time you get to add new names and you get to think about how good they're going to be or not going to be, and you get to predict it, and then you get to go watch them, and you haven't seen them play NFL football before. Oh, it is fun. I love it. I love it. I love it. And with Tyler Guyton, I have no idea. With Tyler Guyton, I don't know how he's going to do as a rookie. I think Tyler Smith was a little better as a rookie than I thought he would be. He had some of the struggles that I thought would be there, but I think he played better than I thought he would right away. Now, not that their struggle things are the same. Tyler Guyton's are different than Tyler Smith's. Tyler Smith's was not technically perfect, and so I grab and hold, but I'm a big, strong man, and Tyler Guyton's is a little bit different. Hold on, guys. There's a second guy joining us right now. Put him in.
Hey, let's go.
I knocked out all the annoying stuff already. I handled all the annoying stuff.
What stuff is that?
Well, there was some Dak news, and then, like letting people know about this is presented by, and then
working absolutely
through some stuff. I worked through the jersey numbers. I let everybody know which numbers are bad and which numbers are good. What do you mean? What do you mean by the money sign? What are you saying?
I ain't talking about Johnny Manziel.
How many people you think are going to buy a 15?
A lot.
Do you?
100%.
I do think it has a chance because here's the deal. First of all, there are a lot of people who are just, they love Zeke, and they're going to be like, he's going to be so good because I love Zeke. And I do think it helps that 15 is a cool number.
And it's nostalgic. Like, so people want to come in and say, you know what? Like, I have the 115, right? Because many people, and probably from years to come, will have a bunch of 21 jerseys. But you'll be uniquely different if you're walking around with that 15, because it may only be here for a limit. It's like a McDonald's special. It's like when they bring back the McRib, or they bring back the whatever. It's for a limited time. So, yeah. or the Monopoly game. Before we found out that it was actually a scam, when the Monopoly game hit McDonald's, right? Like, you might not have wanted.
God, I love that game. Dude, I was at McDonald's when that game was out. The number of quarter pounder meals I got, because you had to get the real combo meal to get the ticket. You didn't get them on a kid's meal. You had to get the real deal.
And then if you happen to be someone who traveled, you were of the mindset like, yo, if I go to Illinois this week, I'm going to get another one because Illinois might give me the elusive boardwalk because I got Park Place.
Yeah.
If I get that's the 15.
In reality, the rare ones were just being stolen by whoever manufactured them or whatever.
Right. It was a Ponzi scheme within the organization, and they were making off with the loot. And that's what the Zeke jersey is. It's a limited time. It's the Monopoly game. It's the McRib. It's the Chick-fil-A seasonal drink. It's when Starbucks brings back one of their off-the-menu items. It's one of those deals. And so I think a lot of people are going to rush to the stores to get the 15 jersey.
Can I ask you a stupid question?
Sure.
And then we'll get to Chris's super chat. Would you agree that team stack the box to stop Zeke myth is the most impressive form of mass gaslighting the Jones boys have ever concocted? We'll get to that. Would you be stunned if Zeke didn't make the team?
Yes.
I only ask.
Yes.
Because when I saw the actual contract numbers, like he's basically making league minimum.
Yeah.
But he does have, it is guaranteed. So I guess.
There is $1 million that he will not see.
Right.
And I think he won't see the $1 million because of what's attached to it. It's like the actual
the plus
playoffs. Yeah.
Oh, damn. I was going to come in here and try to sell some optimism tonight about the offseason. Well, I was going to try because I think you had to be creative. You had to try because it's easy to go, okay, hey, what do you think about the offseason? Well, they didn't try their best. They don't care. And they're just hanging McCarthy and Dak out to dry. Got it. Cool. Moving on. The playoff one will be interesting because here's what I think determines. I'm quite confident they're a playoff team if you tell me they go 4-0 against Washington and New York.
I'm willing to
But do they go 4-0 against Washington and New York?
That's what I'm saying. I'm willing to bet you a quarter pounder value meal supersized that they're not going to go 4-0.
Washington might be getting decent. New York still has Daniel Jones, and he sucks. That's not a nice thing to say.
He does, though. He's bad at football.
He is not a quality NFL starter.
No.
So yeah, like, okay. How many wins do they lose? So here's the way I want to do it. All of the things we talked about going into this offseason, like all the guys who they didn't sign, everybody just left and they didn't replace them basically, right? They didn't use free agency. They didn't trade for guys. So they had, 13 dudes leave. A good number of them were either starters or dudes that played a good number of snaps. And the only thing they brought back is Eric Kendricks. If we go by each one of those dudes that's gone and say, okay, what did they do about it? And as opposed to, like, if I say Michael Gallup's gone, what did they do about it? The answer is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But what if I ask you, how good was Gallup last year?
Not good.
So does that hurt? Or are we just like, oh, you should have tried to replace him or you should have tried to get better? But does Michael Gallup not being on the field and someone else being on the field, does that hurt?
The whole isn't Grand Canyon, right? Like it's Dallas pothole.
God, I hate Dallas potholes.
When you're talking about, because not like what they did try to replace it with or hopes with or either Jalen Tolbert or rookies. And
or Jalen Brooks.
Or Jalen Brooks, right? Or Jalen or rookies.
Yes.
My only thing about rookies, when you're not Marvin Harrison Jr., Rome, Odunze, or high-level first-round guys.
Tyler Guyton.
Tyler Guyton's not a receiver.
Hey, I know. I thought you were just talking about first-rounders who are going to kick ass.
No, I'm talking about receivers. Is that there is such a learning curve, right? There's such a learning curve there. And at that position, as you know, like you got to be able to think and move on the run. Like stuff is happening uber quick.
Yeah, I sucked at it. Yeah,
it happens so fast. So if you're not equipped with the knowledge of what to do in those moments, then you're screwed. You're screwed. Your quarterback's screwed. And at least Michael Gallup knew what to do. Now, he wasn't always able to physically do it at times or do it with enough separation to be successful, but knowing is half the battle. And that's the part that I fear when it comes to rookies, is there's no way. It is literally impossible to play fast when you're undecided. And if you're thinking, you're not playing fast. And if you're a receiver and you're not playing with tempo and speed on this level, that window closes. That pass is no longer available. That, you know what I'm saying? That zone is no longer there. That coverage is screwed the quarterback. And if you just so happen to not know that, hey, guess what? You just, because that guy came down or this guy shifted over and they did something and now you actually are the first read and I'm coming to you hot and you don't know that, we're screwed. We're screwed because if they're blitzing and they're bringing more guys than we can block, I don't have time to pump, to, as you like to say, tap that too.
No, PTB, the PTB pat that bitch 2 times. And
I don't have time for that.
Throw it as far as you can. That's the Dez play.
And if your quarterback who's a veteran is thinking that and you don't quite know, and he gonna let that thing go, yeah, we've seen enough pick sixes in his time to understand that it happens.
Okay. Look, here's the thing, Jesse. Right now, you know what I have to tell you? Mm-hmm. That's too good of an answer for what I'm trying to do here.
Sorry.
Okay?
Sorry.
It's too good and it's too detailed. Okay?
Sorry.
Swayze in the super chat. Can we stop pretending the Cowboys are not rebuilding this year? Signing Zeke as a marketing tool for the last dance season. Dak knows this too. LOL. Very possible. Yes, this is a rebuild, mess around, clear out the salary cap on the fly kind of offseason, and they might be doing it again next year. Yes, that's true, but that doesn't mean that they're going to suck.
Did we talk about this yet? And I don't know if I'm taking you to another place.
Do what you want to do.
But in this rebuild, and I was strongly against this, but boy, it is more and more and more looking like the absolute perfect setup to bring one Bill Belichick here next year.
I believe they're going to. I believe they're going to.
Like what Bill has done, and
it'll probably fail miserably.
It probably will. But what it will do is it'll be because you and I both know if they make the announcement that they're hiring Bill Belichick, that's going to be front page news, A block conversation for weeks and months.
Dude,
and
you know how many hoodies?
Months.
You know how many hoodies they're going to sell?
Crazy hoodies.
They're going to sell hoodies, sleeveless hoodies.
And let me tell you, this is. I don't know if this is Bill Belichick. I don't know if this is his lady, his agent, or someone, his kids, his son, whoever. Someone got a hold of Bill and said, you no longer can be the a-hole coach. You got to rebrand yourself.
Well, yeah, I think he found that out this offseason when he didn't get a job.
Right? And so now he's like, oh, yeah, Pat McAfee, I'm going to come be cool with you. Yep. I'm going to come rock out with you. I'm going to get on TV, and I'm going to show personality. And I'm going to come out here and show you that I'm funny, that I'm insightful, that I'm intelligent. Some of the things that we knew, and if you were a player for Bill Belichick, you actually knew that he is those things behind closed doors. He just doesn't give the media a lot of it. But now I'm going to come out, and I'm going to show you that I'm actually friendly, that I actually can come in. And you know what, Jerry? I can fit in your organization. I can fit in the pantheon of the marketing genes that is Jerry Jones and pander to the fans and the media as much as you like me to get an NFL job. And I think that he's doing a marvelous job with that. Right, he's off to a hell of a start with how he's putting himself in position to be on TV, getting right next to the right people, making people laugh, making snarky jokes. I think he's going to be on a Tom Brady roast. So, is that tonight?
I don't know, but that would make sense. He's on his marketing tour for sure.
It seems like this thing is. It's like doing the body roll, like right on down the body roll.
I don't know what any of that means. I'm just very uncomfortable.
The body roll,
I'm just uncomfortable.
Come wine with me. You know what I'm saying? Like you get a little.
No, I don't.
All right, well.
Opera Doc is in the super chat. Fan for 58 years. At my breaking point. This offseason's insulting to us as fans, not buying merch. Why care if front office won't try to build a winner? That's fair. If anybody ever wants to, speak to Jerry, just don't buy stuff. But here's the bad news. There's too many of y'all. There's too many of y'all that are going to buy the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Swayze again, Bill Belichick ending his career like Parcells. LOL. I actually do think, yes, I think Zeke is mostly a marketing ploy. And I do believe, I think I really do. I believe Bill Belichick will be the coach of the Cowboys next year. I do.
You guys heard it here first.
And the only thing I don't know, I'm totally on the fence. I have no idea what's going to happen with Dak.
I think he's gone.
I don't think, because most of me is like, they don't have the stones for that.
But I think that sets up perfect.
It
sets up perfectly.
It does. Bring Belichick in with either Trey Lance or we're going to suck. Hell, sign Trey Lance after this year to cheap 1 year deal.
That's what I said.
And if he sucks, you get a top pick. And if he's good, Okay.
I got money, right? And if we're really, if you really want to get, you know what? I'm not going to say that. That's not time, place. We'll say that off the air because I don't want people saying that I'm on the smear campaign. I won't bring that up.
Oh, you smearing people.
But yeah, like
you're going to trade Micah to try to go get a quarterback. Oh, Jesse.
I'm not falling to that trap with you tonight.
Clearly that's where your foot was going before you picked it.
I'm not falling in that trap tonight. I'm not going down that road with you. You did the folks won't come after me this weekend. I'm not doing it.
That's where your foot was going. He was in the fire swamp in Princess Bride. I'm gonna do references you don't know. And he got his foot. He got his foot in the quicksand. I forget what it's called, but in the quicksand.
But like, I'm just saying, like it sets up to like, you know what? We're gonna let him walk. We won't pick up Trey Lance's 5th year, but we may give him a little bit of money next year to come on for that gap year. Let Bill Belichick come in there, assess the situation, and we move on from there. Like that is a great selling point. It would the fans would come back out of the woodworks again
to watch. And Bill.
And those that won't buy Zeke jerseys this year will buy Belichick hoodies next year. It won't matter. So those who are missing out on the Zeke's $100 jerseys this year, you're only going to buy double time next year when you buy $200 Bill Belichick hoodies. Okay,
so here's what I wonder about with Belichick in the scenario we just drew up. And kind of maybe part of the reason why I can't see the Cowboys actually moving on from Dak. Like I could see them getting to that point and be like, that's it. You're a free agent now. See you later, buddy. And then they call every day and they're like, hey, how much is somebody offering you? We'll give you that too. You still want to be here, right? And he'll be like, I hate the hell out of y'all, but yes. So, okay. And he'll still be here. Would Bill Belichick come here to coach the Trey Lance Cowboys? Or the no quarterback Cowboys? And my first instinct is no, but my second instinct is absolutely. He interviewed for 7 jobs this offseason. That dude did not pick like one and like, I'll go if I get the right one. No, he went for jobs and got no job. He wants to work. So I bet he would take it. I bet he would take anything.
He coached Zappy and Jones.
And well, they might both be better than Trey.
They probably won't be.
They might all be better than Trey.
They probably won't be. Those are some bad dudes.
Yeah. Trey Lance is going to wear 19. That is not a sign you believe in yourself. Or maybe it's the ultimate sign you believe in yourself because that's a bad number.
Or you're trying to store up as many chips as you possibly can. What was the cost, right? Because there was a cost to that. There was a cost.
Zeke had to buy 15.
There's a cost. There's a $100,000 cost right there. Let me get that in cash.
If you're getting league minimum like Zeke is, you still going to pay $100,000 for a jersey?
I mean, Zeke is not a league minimum player. Let's not forget he got $90 million already.
I know, but I'm saying, I know, but I would, now's not the time to spend. Now's the time to save.
No, come on. I mean,
at the end of the earning window.
What's $100,000 for Zeke, right? Like,
yeah, I mean,
he's already got a lot of money.
It's like $40 for me,
right?
Something like that.
$100,000 right now sounds great to Trey Lance.
Yeah, it probably does.
Cash, like Ricky Rowe, put it in one of those gym bags, leave about on the porch, no tractor.
I am. What is that? Blue Chips?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. I remember Blue Chips. Well, is it not hilarious that the movie Blue Chips, the young player who later became a college coach and was in the movie Blue Chips, then got busted for doing exactly what they did in Blue Chips? Like Blue Chips was about paying college players to get them to come there. And then Penny Hardaway, when he got a college job, got busted for doing exactly what he did in the movie as a player.
He had the blueprint.
That's wild. That's wild. Anyway, back to what I was trying to tell you about. I'm trying to sell hopes and dreams here, Jesse. I'm selling hopes and dreams. Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Michael Gallup's gone. Who cares? We were done with him anyway.
Yep.
You and I were ahead of the curve and being like, guys, he can't get open. He ain't the same. He's kind of done. So, do I believe in his successor? No. I don't think anybody who's super optimistic about whoever else is going to get those snaps, that's cool. I like your optimism. I don't have any evidence. So it's like, okay, whatever, though, because it was Michael Gallup. And what was he last year? Not very good. That's fine. They lost Jonathan Hankins. They haven't replaced him. Was Jonathan Hankins great last year? That's the tough one because my answer is not really, but he was functional, and I'm worried that no one else is.
You're saying great. I'm like, all right, great.
He's fine. He was okay.
He was okay. He's functional. He's serviceable.
The problem is Mozzie wasn't. So if Mozzie isn't and they didn't replace him, then that could hurt. But we didn't lose Aaron Donald. We lost Jonathan Hankins. Okay. It is weird that they haven't done anything to replace him. It's just like, because it's the year of the budget, and so I guess they're just like, look, it has to be Mozzie. I don't care how bad he is. That MFer's playing 60% of the snaps.
That's basically what Will McClay said the other day. He basically said it, but not saying. He says, "Okay, we really need these. We really like." He's like,
"We hope Mozzie can do something. We don't have anybody else."
But he's like, "We really need these guys to step up. Like, we really need those guys from last year's draft to step up this year and have a significant impact." Basically saying they got to show out. Because we can't have 2 draft classes back to back that aren't giving us.
No, that would be bad.
Yeah, so like that's what basically he was saying. Like if you were like loosely translating, he was like, I really need like Schoonmaker and Mozzie and Junior Fehoko.
Overshown.
I need these guys. Like, these are the frontline guys as we're bringing up the rear with these rookies. So these guys, I can't not have the production there because now it doesn't allow me to, put the rookies on the titty a little bit and milk them into a position. Now they have to go.
Can't. Sometimes they put our stuff on TV, dude. And you said the TT.
Well, shout out to the breastfeeding moms out there who watch our show. We love you.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. And what you do is great for the development of our children who need it.
Yeah, I actually had some breast milk a couple of months ago,
and tell me I can't say this stuff, but here you go.
Wait, what is wrong with somebody ingesting the thing that gives us life as humans? Like,
yeah, because
the body produces it for the most nutrient needy humans on the planet. It's obviously the best thing for us. So I got some.
This is the 40-year-old man with no children.
I'm 39.
39. Excuse me.
Butthead. 27 more days. Okay, so we lost Hankins. Didn't really replace him. Please, God, let Mozzie be okay. Tony Pollard's gone. Was Tony Pollard great last year?
Mm-hmm.
You worried about Tony Pollard being gone?
Towards the end of the year. No.
Whatever. It is another one where do I think Zeke can replace him? Not really. But, 4 yards of carry is 4 yards of carry. Tony Pollard? Okay. I thought it was going to suck, but then it turned out that he wasn't the same either, whether it's being the number one or coming off injury, but he wasn't the same. So, okay, Tony Pollard's gone. Okay, that's fine. What is it? Tyron Smith is gone. That's the toughest one, I think. Because that's one where you're going for somewhere where you got lucky last year. You got Tyron lucky. He played a whole bunch of games, and he was effing awesome. He's the one that I can't really sell people other than to say the guy replacing him is your first-round pick. That's a real swing at replacing one of the guys that you actually have to replace. A lot of these guys that went away, you're like, whatever. It's not like he was real good. He was a dude that played for us. Tyron was awesome. And you are replacing him with a first-round pick. But that is the one that I look at and go, okay, if you want to be as good as you were last year, if you want to be, I guess you want to be better, right? Last year wasn't good enough. You got your ass kicked. You want to be better. You ain't going to be better at left tackle. But you ripped the Band-Aid off. Band-Aid's gone.
First step.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you might get better at center.
You get bigger.
I think Cooper Beebe as a rookie could be better than Tyler Biadasz was last year. I think that's possible. And so all I'm trying to do, Jesse, is I'm trying to, without being a homer, because I refuse to be a homer, but I also refuse to be a hater, is just look at it and go, yeah, like everyone else in the world, I would like my team to constantly be aggressively adding to the team every chance they get and doing all the things they can, and the Cowboys are not doing it.
What are you going to do if Brock Hoffman beats out Cooper Beebe?
I'll assume you're going to get worse center play than you did last year.
I'm just asking.
And it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. What are you going to do if a Sim Richards beats out Tyler Guyton?
Go Heels.
Okay, yeah, you'll cheer for it. You'll cheer for it.
All
I'm saying is it's easy to beat up the offseason because, yes, they mailed in the offseason and they intentionally did not sign money, did not restructure contracts to sign money, didn't just give Dak whatever he wants or CD whatever he wants in order to have money to add to the team. Like, they are very intentionally, financially staring at their wallet and going into this season being very mindful of that. It doesn't mean they're going to suck. The guys that we want them to replace.
But see now you're talking out of both sides of your mouth.
That's because I'm not a homer.
But I'm just saying, I'm
not a hater.
You can't say that they didn't do anything to get better.
Yeah, they are worse.
So that, in essence, has to mean today, as we sit today. Now, football's fluid, people. Football can change. Our thoughts can change. Our ideas can change. Our minds can change. Our views can change.
Yeah.
Between now and training camp and in the season. So put that. Don't hold us to what we're saying in May that it's going to happen in July.
I refuse to be held accountable for any prediction I make anyway.
But how does this team and
they're not better? I'm not making the case that they're better. I'm trying to make the case of it's not, they can be not significantly worse.
I am, this is probably one of the first years that I am eagerly looking forward to seeing how the schedule plays out.
No, you just want to bet the under. You're not a gambling man, but you want to.
No, this thing can, like, it can go one or two ways. Like, it can get you, it can sell itself hope. Because you can find some ways to find yourself competitive and win some early games and make it seem like you're in the mix. Or you can have your coach fired in 7 games.
That'd be fun.
You can have your head coach fired. Part of the reason why I thought Zim was a pick for them, because if they went the route of saying, you know what, let's get rid of Mike now, they can just say Mike Zimmer, who has head coaching experience, he can just move into that spot and get them through the rest of the season seamlessly. That's just my little thought process with part of the reason why they brought him in. But if the schedule makers design this schedule where it is front end, it's already a tough schedule. But if it's front end loaded and you got to see some of these beasts early in the season and you find yourself 1-6 and things are looking bad, 2-5 and things are looking bad, the moment we get to that week 7 or 8 or 9 bye week, you can possibly see your head coach being fired. If that's already the direction that they're kind of thinking of, he's really on a short lease 1-year deal. If this thing is going wrong midway through the year, there's no need to hold on to Mike McCarthy anymore for your sake or his sake. But that can be determined on what teams you play early in the football season with this roster that you constructed.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. And somebody here said you're a hater, and somebody here said that I'm a homer. Yeah, it just depends on the day and the topic, I think, and then they just decide if somebody disagrees with you up or down, you're the other side of it, and then that's what you are that day. So I'm happy to be whoever's hater and whoever's homer. Happy to be it for you. I'm happy to take care of you, because really your opinion of me is a reflection of your inner thoughts of you. If you think I'm a homer, it's probably because you're a hater. If you think I'm a hater, it's probably because you're a homer. Is that knowledge or what?
Look, therapy's paying off, baby.
Bro, did I just crush it?
That's a therapy. That is a therapy 101 special right there. Listen, you guys got that for free. He paid for it, but you got it for free.
What you think about me tells me about you.
Come on. Somebody's and sticks and stones may break my bones,
but my body already hurts everywhere, so and I wouldn't care.
I'm already on 500 milligrams every single day. 2 of them.
But remember, you have no idea what anyone's going through, so be cool to everyone. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.